Welcome to another episode of Property Talk with Monica. I discuss and invite guests to discuss with me all things property in New Zealand. I'm also the Managing Director of Uno Property Management. We specialize in residential property management. Now with us today, again, is our lovely Laura from Lighthouse Financials. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. What are we talking about today? Today is a little bit more positive. We're talking about buying opportunities in a down market. I always want to buy more, but the lending is actually quite tough. Tell us about what some of your clients are doing. Are they taking advantage of buying things at 50% discount? I wish. What are you seeing in the marketplace right now?
We're definitely seeing a lot of activity. There's this narrative in the media that nobody's buying and the market's stagnant, but I don't necessarily agree with that. And
Good.
I think if it's something that you've been thinking of doing, buying your first property, your first investment property, your next investment property, definitely take advantage of the fact that we are in a bit of a down market. It's definitely being dubbed a buyer's market, and there are certainly some really good opportunities out there for sort of buying low.
Yeah. So I saw the notes here. 1 in 8 Auckland properties that are on the market were bought in the boom. And these people, if they had to sell, can't carry or service the mortgage, they would lose money if they sell now, right?
Definitely, and we are kind of seeing that quite a bit in the market, that some people are in a position where they're selling before they're forced to sell. Mortgagee sales are kind of similar to what they were in 2020 and 2019, so it's not, we're not in a critical position, but some people are trying to get ahead and they're selling before they're forced to sell, which for a prospective buyer is a really good opportunity because they hold a lot more negotiating power. People are accepting that, okay, we bought in the height of the boom when the market was really high and prices were quite inflated, and unfortunately we are going to have to sell for a bit of a loss. On the flip side, that is really beneficial for people that are looking to buy, and as I say, they've got a lot more negotiating power.
What kind of stunning deals have you come across? Have you seen any lately without telling us?
So I was actually talking to a client of mine yesterday who he only bought an investment property maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, and thought that he'd kind of capped himself out on equity and servicing and what have you, and then within about 2 or 3 weeks of settling the last one, he came back to me and said, I've come across this opportunity, can we make it work? The house was on it was sold by auction, and the sellers wanted $530,000 for it. It sold at auction for $425,000.
To him?
No, to a buyer that then just vanished off the face of the earth. What has happened to him since then is not my business, but obviously that sale fell through, so the property then went back on, it didn't even get back to the market. The agent that had sold him the previous investment approached him and said, would you be interested in this opportunity? My client took a punt and was offered $398,000 for the house, and they accepted it there and then. So they initially started a couple of weeks ago wanting $530,000, and within the space of a couple of weeks they were willing to take $398,000.
Where is this house?
Yeah.
What? No, seriously.
It's in T-Rail.
What's that?
So I don't actually know. my geography of New Zealand is not great, but all I know is a very good buy. And on another benefit for him is that house is going to be rented for $560 a week.
Well, hugely positive. Neutral.
Definitely positive, but again, just real good opportunities. One thing I would always say is engage the professionals. So look to use a buyer's agent maybe. They do charge you a bit of a fee, but they are privy to properties before they are released to the market, which is going to give you a real kind of good one step ahead. Talk to a mortgage advisor and get your pre-approval in place, even if you haven't found anything that you're specifically wanting to make an offer on. If it's something that you're thinking of doing, just by having that pre-approval in place allows you to get one step ahead, condition for shorter finance periods, and that's going to be way more attractive in your offer to the vendor than someone that has to condition for 10 or 15 working days.
You make money when you buy, guys.